Hi, it's Shana Spencer. This is Flosstube episode number 2, and today is February 9th, 2024. Thanks for coming back, or if you're just joining me, thanks for finding my video. All right, so I haven't made a ton of progress on this one, but I did, I think, finish the border, and then I got some of the letters stitched and um, stitched like some of the banner at the top and the birdhouse since last time. And since I didn't say it last time, this one is the Loads of Love Sal by Primrose Cottage. And I started it last January. And it's on 14 count Aida, and I hand dyed it. And then I'm using the DMC color conversions, and some of them I changed based on thread that I had available. So there's that. And then the next one is the Welcome to the North Pole. And I bought this fabric last fall from Cecilia's Samplers in Branson. And I really loved the color of the fabric. But when I went to stitch it, I think the dye had kind of shrunk the holes. And I just found it kind of challenging to stitch up. And so then what I did was in November, which I had started that in June. So then in November, I decided to switch to this 14 count black Aida and restart it. And I also started in a different spot. I think this is the middle of the design, whereas I had started at the top on the first one. And I just got this off of Amazon. I think it was like cheap black Aida. And then the next one I have is this Deer Mug Christmas by Shana and Christine. And I started it in December of last year. And it's on the 14 count black Aida from Amazon as well. And I don't know if I said it, it's a Christmas mug club, the first one that she put out. And I just thought it was really cute. And my plan was to stitch all of them singular and then figure out what to do with them from there. But I ended up just doing like, I think I bought the first two and then canceled the subscription because I still have all of the, I can't remember what the club was, but last year I bought the club and had a bunch of those and I haven't stitched any of them. And then like I was still working on this one by the time the second one came out. So I just figured I would, cancel the club. And then like she always puts them on her site. And so I can always go back to them if I get the time to stitch up the rest of them. But so far, this is where I've gotten as of starting last like December. So I figure I've got time before I need to worry about getting the rest of them. And then the last one I'm going to show today. This is Electra. I think it's the Bewitching Pixies collection, and it's by Nora Corbett, however you say her name. And this fabric is called Brain Fart. It said like Laura's. I also got this from Cecilia's Samplers. I had gone on a trip with my mom. Oh, I think it was a retreat that I was vending at. And we went over there when we had some downtime. And she bought this fabric, and I thought it was gorgeous. And so I said, "Oh, do you have a big enough piece so that I could stitch this design on it?" And they did. And so I love it. I have messed it up in a few spots, so it kind of stalled out, around like November. But I plan to come back to it and finish it up. And then I think that I changed out the moon. I think it's supposed to be white, and I didn't like the white moon, so I did this color instead. But I think that's stitching up beautifully. And this is my first Nora Corbett, sorry, pattern that I've ever done. But I really liked it. And my mom also bought the pattern. I don't know that she started it yet, but she has it. So we were supposed to stitch it together. And then it also has a bunch of beads, I think, in the dress that goes on it. And at Cecilia Samplers, they had it already stitched up on the wall, and it was gorgeous with all the beads. So it inspired me to start it. I actually made it pretty far before I quit on it, but I'll come back to it this fall probably. All right, and then one other piece that I stitched, I didn't write it down. But this is, let me think. Let me look in my book. Shoot, I'm trying to think of what they're called. It's a shop that started making these for the Fat Quarter Shop bags. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, so it's the Queen Bee bag, Mad for Plaid. And this is, I don't know what color it is, but it's like the green minty color. And then it's Shepherd's Bush is the pattern designer. And I had never stitched on this kind of material before, but it was like so easy. It was really enjoyable because the holes are a lot bigger. And a lot of people will turn it upside down and stitch like this from like the inside. But what I found was I stitch in hand, and I tend to like when you do that, you kind of like do the sewing method through the front. So I could just kind of scrunch this up because it was such soft fabric, and I could stitch it all from the front. So I didn't have to like put my hand in. I didn't have to do it upside down, and it worked out really nice, and it turned out really pretty. And then I think the only thing I changed, I don't think I stitched all this. I thought that I had done it right. And then my mom also stitched the bag, and she had shown me what she had done. And I think there's supposed to be black that goes through here that I didn't put in. And then I did change the in. I don't think that this was finished on the beehive, but I felt like it kind of got lost. And so I added the other leg of the in on there. And then it does come with buttons that you can put on there, but I felt like I used this for a while as my project bag. And so I thought that the buttons would kind of get hung up on stuff. And it is rubbing a little bit, just like having used it and pulled it in and out, but the design still comes through really well. So, and then along that same line, I was going to show some stuff that I had made. Oh, hang on just a second. Okay, sorry about that. Had a kiddo step in. All right, so something I sell on my site is these Queen of Cross Stitch zipper bags. They're like the tumblers that I showed last time. And then I also have a shoulder bag with the same design for like a project bag. So it's the same thing, Queen of Cross Stitch. And then going with the bee theme, I have this board that I made. Oh, I should get that pattern. Hang on just a second. Okay, and so then going along with the bee theme, I have another piece. Hopefully that's in screen where you can see it. And it is the Shannon Christine. I think this was part of the bee sampler. I feel like I didn't. I feel like I didn't do the whole design, but maybe I did. And then I did change some of it to purple. I know I did this a bit differently. The create, I don't think looked like that. And then, oh, I think these lines were supposed to be white through here, and I wanted more of the purple in there. So I changed that. But so I made this backer board to fit it because I wanted to be able to display something that matched it. And then it also comes off so that you could put something else on there, like the rest of the year. And then it also has a stand, and so you can stand it up, and then it'll display on a table for you or a countertop. And these are also on my site as backer boards. And then here's another close-up, and I can add a picture if that's not in focus so well. But hopefully that's close enough so you can see the design. All right, and then a couple more things that I made this week. I've been sick the last part of the week, so I haven't been super creative, and that's probably why my voice doesn't sound the best. But earlier in the week, I got really inspired and made a bunch of needle minders and floss holders. And then I had posted them on Facebook, and I had a few people ask for like custom things. So the first thing that somebody wanted was this Year of the Dragon needle minder. And if these aren't clear, I'll put a picture up later. And then I had made this horse one. So there's a horse needle minder. And then here's a floss holder to go with it so that they match each other. And then someone said, hey, could you do, like, do you have any floss drops or plans to do that? And so I said, oh, sure, I can make some of those up. So then I made this one out of like the needle minder. And then I did a couple other varieties in case, they wanted more traditional. And then there's like a oval shaped one. And then what started my creativity was trying to think of the first one I did. Oh, I found this and I thought, oh, that would make like a cute needle minder. And so I made one. And then I also did the floss holder for it. And then I did this goat one, which I thought was really cute. And then there's the matching floss holder. And then I did this pig one. And then there's the something on the back of it. There's the matching floss holder for it. And then there's a sheep one. And matching floss holder to go with that. And then here's a cute dragon one. And the floss holder to go with that one. And then someone also requested an otter. And so I made this one. And then there's the floss holder to match it. And then I also have other plans. I started making a list of things to do that people had suggested. So like someone suggested like an owl and a macaw. So I have like a list so that I can make those up. And then I also hope to do like a smaller like display board. Who is it? Shannon Christine is putting out like Valentine's. She does like freebies like every few months. And so I saw she had a bunch of cute, like at Christmas she did, I think they were little cups. And so I saved like the files for those or the images for them. And then now she's done a couple of 2 or 3 Valentine's little freebies. And so I think what I'm going to try to do is design something to where you can just display like the little freebies, and it would be kind of generic so that you could change out like the different months but keep like the same little display board. So that's on my list to do when I start feeling better. But I think that that's all for this week. I just I know it's been like I think 2 weeks, and I hadn't been feeling well, but I just wanted to get a video out to show off all the cute stuff that I made this week. So, and then show some more of my stitching because I have made a little bit of progress. I'm trying to use these videos as encouragement to keep stitching because making all of the stuff for the website and filling orders, and I also am a reader, and I've been doing English horseback riding lessons. I do that a couple times a week. So trying to fit everything in is really hard to do, as you know. And so if I, try to keep these videos up, then I'm like, oh, I need to stitch so that I can show progress on those pieces that I have, or at least, stitch on something. Um, and I think at some point I might do like little sticks. Like they have those ones where I don't know if you put like numbers or like the name, but you can like draw it out of like a little cup or something and then work on that piece. Like I think that that might be a great thing for me to do, just so that I, work on something like every week, because sometimes I don't. And especially like when it's warmer out, we take the kids, um, hiking or just do like family things. And it's hard to kind of fit all that in. So I contemplated doing like reading and stitching and, I mean like the work stuff. I don't know that, I could put it in there too, but anyway, just so that I kind of like touch on all these little things every so often and like put some work in there. And like the other day, I didn't have a ton of time, but I was like, well, I could hurry up and like stitch these letters. That wouldn't take very long. And then like these little hearts are pretty easy because they just repeat except for like the words. So I was able to, make like a decent amount of progress, even though I just spent like a little amount of time on it. So, but okay, I think that's it for this week. And I will try to come back and make another video here within a couple weeks, or at least, try to do it monthly if the every 2 weeks doesn't work out. But I hope that you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.